Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we returned to Way of the Hunter, the Tikamoon Plains DLC. I do apologize if my voice is off, or if I'm not in the same shape I usually am. I've been hit with a pretty nasty cold for the past couple days, and just keep with the channel schedule, I'm going to try powering through it to get some of the videos recorded, so this is going to be one of them which is powered through. But last episode, we made our way out way to the west here to try to reach this fast travel spot. There are a couple of story things to complete in this area, the Buffalo Expanse. So we'll try to knock those out, see what else we come across, and just try to focus on trying to get our way through a bit more. So I think, yeah, this is the one we'll probably start with, and from looks of it, it is right on the road a bit. So we'll go and try to tackle that first. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll tackle that, see what that one has in store. Hopefully we can get a couple things done today, just to keep advancing us along slowly but surely. And we'll keep seeing some new areas. We may try spotting animals in the distance if there's anything interesting, like how we had the one... I'm trying to remember, was that a blue wildebeest? Last episode we got ourselves our first four-star animal on Tikamoon Plains, which was a nice one taken down with just the bow. But I don't know if we'll get lucky enough to see any others as we're out and about. But again, I'm probably going to keep with the same strategy that we used on Aurora Shores, focus on the story first, get that all out of the way, and then we have some time to do free hunting as we wait for anything else along the way. We'll just try taking it easy, not going to do too much pressure. I think I'm also going to try avoiding using the bow too much for this weekend, just because, again, with me not feeling quite at my peak, I don't know if I want to risk having the effect of taking shots I'm going to miss often with. Because that leaves the animal wounded, and I usually like cleaning up any messes I make, so we'll probably stick more to just conventional hunting with the firearms. Oh! Jeez, you guys... Oh, that's a Cape Buffalo herd. I've got to be careful with them, because that's the species that charged us. Actually, I should check. What is my weapon? Is that a tier... Oh, it's only a tier 5. I've got to be careful, because that is the species that charged me from quite a ways off a couple weekends ago. So, right, where is the... Was it 78? No, it wasn't the 783, it wasn't... This is it, the Carbon CL2. I know they're alerted, but they're literally... No, I didn't even realize the vehicle's smoking a bit. Yeah, see, I know they're up there, and I could try for one. I've just got to be careful, because I don't want to have them charging me is the thing. Okay, it looks like maybe they're moving off. Well, some were. Just see if maybe that'll get them running off instead of running at us. Yeah, okay, looks like that's kind of dispersed them a bit. Thankfully, they don't seem to have the charge behavior for the vehicles. It's just when we're on foot, we have to be careful. But we'll keep going along our way and see about that objective marker up ahead. So we've got to get the location on the hunting map and find out about the exercise from Casper. And I think this one is the one that sounded like it was going to be another race in a vehicle. I don't know for sure. Oh, do we have a campsite? Oh, so we do have campsites on the map. I didn't actually realize that. Okay, looks like everything's kind of quiet here. So we'll snag the map as well as check this out. The spotted hyena is one of the species with rare internal dynamics, as even low-ranking females tend to dominate high-ranking males. It is to be expected, given that females are usually larger than males, but until recently their social system was not as extensively studied as you would expect. Thankfully, with more money being poured into the research, we can now afford to pay you to upset the social dynamics of a hyena clan and provide us with some data to figure out what kind of power struggle occurs when the matriarch dies. We already have some raw numbers, but we need to study 2 other cases to make sure we arrive at the correct conclusions. Su Seriu, Managing Director at FUB Animal Fund. So that sounds like they want me to take out, like, actual harvest 2 mature female spotted hyenas. Interesting. Okay, but while we're here, yeah, it's just up over there, so you know what? I'm going to recall the vehicle just because I don't like how the little bit of smoke keeps pouring from our little vehicle here. You know what? If this is a race, that's average handling, that's... You know what? Maybe I'll try sticking with this. I don't actually know if this is quicker than the big Jeeps, but if it is a race, could use the more agile handling of it, I suppose. Let's see about this. And yeah, it looks like that is actually a possible victory line or a little banner up there. So let's just get up there and see what we have to do. I still think including the racing things in a hunting game is a little strange. It was odd on Aurora Shores, and I admit it's probably going to be kind of odd here too, but... Oh, excuse me.
There you are! I'm waving at you with binoculars in my hand. Can you see me?
Mr. Sparks? No, I'm afraid I can't see you.
Maybe that's for the best. What you need for this exercise is just yourself. And you don't have to call me Mr. Sparks. It's Casper. Guess what my name was before rebranding?
No idea.
It was Avery. But Emma told me the name is the essence of a person. And Avery captured me perfectly at the time. As average.
I think Avery is a good name.
Right? My family wasn't happy about the change. Like, I cut them off. I do miss the name sometimes. Or my 9-to-5 job. It was safe.
What did you do before?
I was a speech-language pathologist. You didn't expect that. I liked helping people. I hope I still do. Anyways, do you remember what I asked you when we first met?
You asked me what I'm most afraid of.
And what was your answer?
My daughter's death.
No, that was the boring answer. What was your second one?
Fear of reckless people, especially here.
That's the one. Recklessness. I want you to overcome your biggest fear today. Now for the exercise. I want you to get in the car and finish this race course I've prepared for you.
Sounds easy enough.
Okay, so do I have to have a certain vehicle? No, just finish in so many minutes. Okay. The race objective can be tough. You want to skip the race objective, but keep going with the story. You can give it a shot and skip race objective later if it's too challenging for you. Okay. So I guess if people were having trouble with trying to complete the race stuff, there is a skip in place if you need. And I mean, it makes kind of sense too. You don't really come to a hunting game for a racing game.
Getting viral. Even Emma liked it.
You listen to Emma a lot. What is Emma's biggest fear?
Of being forgotten, not recognized. She doesn't have normal fears like spiders or something. My challenge doesn't work well with such abstract fears.
Oh, what the...
She said to me.
Okay, well that was kind of weird for the physics there.
How did you get to know each other?
Emma has been my best friend for a long time now. Like 3 years. We met at the hospital after I got struck by lightning. She was fascinated by my story. And the marks the lightning
Oh
left on
god,
my
yeah,
body.
this
We did a
might be
photo
agile
shoot
handling, but it's
inspired by the
almost like
incident,
it's
and I
top
became
heavy, this
famous
vehicle.
thanks to her. She likes to say that she invented me.
Not sure if you can invent a person. And what is your biggest fear?
I'm not afraid anymore. Of anything. I used to be afraid of everything. Ordering pizzas over the phone, telling waitresses that I got the wrong order, and heights too. But I was lucky enough to be reborn after that lightning bolt struck me. And I want everyone to be reborn along with me. Starting with you.
Yeah, again, parts of the story for who we're following work pretty well. Others just feel a little weird and out there, but...
I don't think I'll make it in time.
I'm sure you can still make it. How are you feeling?
Afraid that I'll have to redo this.
Fear is one of the ways for darkness to engulf you. Let your courage be the guiding light on the path to the finish line.
And here I thought I was supposed to be a guide.
Okay, I'm definitely going probably a little slow and careful, but how the vehicle likes to...
Liberated?
A little bit desperate. How can you drive this fast?
Just get rid of the fear. Shed it like a snake sheds its redundant skin.
Actually, you know what? I should make it okay with the timing. Like, I didn't realize in the top right there, I actually can see how many I have left to go.
I want to name my book, You Only Live Once, so enjoy the ride.
That's not very original, is it?
Emma said that too, but I like it. It's simple, and it just says what the book's about. But maybe we'll add a subheading.
Ah.
Story of the lightning
Okay, well, thankfully it's shallow here.
survivor. My editor thinks it will sell more this way.
Yeah, we should be able to make it. I think it's like... Okay, I do have a countdown timer in the top right for how long I get until... yeah, we should make it, no problem there. I don't know if there's one more still to hit. No, there we go. Okay, at least that's that wrapped up.
How do you feel?
Happy. Surprisingly.
Welcome to the other side, where people are not afraid of overcoming their fears.
Maybe this is not such a bad exercise as I thought.
Okay, there's that completed. So at least that's another one done. And let's see what the other one is. Oh, we'll actually have to be using the bow for it. So... instead of fast traveling, I think I'm actually just going to drive us up there. Again, take a little bit more time to familiarize with the area and that. Like, I'm hoping that is going to be the only little race included. Maybe there are other optional ones if you chose to do so for some extra funds, but I think keeping them limited as they're like a main story focus is a good thing. Especially with how badly I handle driving. Because I don't know if it's still, again, because of having the extra, like, speed perk. Having that unlocked just kind of makes it a little more difficult, but... Well, that and maybe not also having a controller so you can control, like, the... Actually, hang on, that was up... This is another camping spot, isn't it? I just saw the parking sign, but didn't realize... with controller, because you have a joystick, you might be able to control your forward speed much better than a mouse and keyboard, where it's just you're holding down the forward thing all the time. Yeah, another campsite discovered, so at least another little perk about coming and doing this little drive. I'm not sure how many there are on the map, though. Like, those are actually pretty close together for what I kind of imagined you would find. Yeah, we'll just keep going along, see if we spot anything in the distance as we're going. And try to work our way up for that other story spot. My guess is, given it is using bow and arrow, we're going to have to take down another specific species with our bow. Which, I mean, I'm all for, I just have to be careful about getting the ranging right. Excuse me. Getting the ranging right for what we're going after. Okay, so we're coming up here, so as much as it'd be nice to go straight north, we'll follow the roadway all the way. Come on, get going. There we go. So the next fork in the road, we want to take the left, and I think that should bring us mostly towards where we gotta go. Ooh. that in mind as we do go through, like, the loading cells. And you know what, let me, yeah, take care of that marker, because we don't need it. And this is, no, this isn't our fork. I was just seeing the little bit of shine, I guess, from the grass there. Yeah, there's the little lodge, or the cabin. And this is the left we should want to take. I know I'm probably checking the map a little too frequently, but... Ooh, actually... It does look like that's... Okay, you know what? I'll put a marker... there. And that way we know... Oh, oh, what do we got here? Hyenas? Yeah, spotted hyenas. Okay, it's interesting to see them running off. I'm not going to worry about that one objective for trying to get the mature females. Just let everybody go off on their way. I do kind of find it interesting that, I mean, the discussion and everything was for the females to be larger and the matriarchs for the groups, but the game does have you focus mostly on the male animals for trophies. As it is a little way for maintaining that ecological balance. A female is much more valuable than just a male. Okay, and then up here... And it won't be too much further before we should hit our turnoff. Yeah, this is probably it right here. It's not a very well-defined trail, but it's what we gotta follow. Actually, I wonder... Yeah, there are some neat spots here. So you know what? Let me pick those up while we're here. See what might be in the area. Okay, buffalo. I'm glad we didn't come across a herd of them here. And spot hyenas. And looks like it might... Oh, actually, a number... Looks... Oh, yeah, quite a few different species, although... Fair variety for what herds are all coming here. So that is... Yeah, that's a lot of herds in the area all use this spot. I mean, granted, they don't use them all frequently, but it goes to show that these watering areas can give a lot of animals at once. So we'll definitely keep that in mind, and that's why I do like coming around and stopping at some of these spots, just to chalk up any new finds that we can. It might help us later on for, maybe not so much story missions, but more for, oh, our little village. I'm not sure if it's actually inside the village or just beyond it. Arara Village. Or Arara? Oh. Oh, Cape Buffalo are here. Okay. Thankfully, it sounds like they're running and leaving. I was going to say, that would be pretty dangerous to have them coming and charging in at us. Yeah, so it's a little bit further along the road. I'll probably hop in the vehicle just for safety's sake, knowing that there are some buffalo in the area. But we'll go reach it and see what it's requesting for us. I think we'll probably drive around the outskirts of the village and take the vehicle through it. Okay. Oh.
Hello, Miss Vaughn. It's
Oh.
Malachi.
Mr. Burnett, good to hear you. I've been itching for a challenge. I found some wild buffalo eating zones. Let's see if we can stalk one.
Oh, and another call.
So,
I'd say I'm just as good as any other hunter in Tikamoon Plains.
I've been informed that you are annoyingly humble.
Is that what Sydney said?
Yes, your boss seems to praise you a lot. Have you ever considered shooting as a sport? Try to measure how good you are?
No, not really.
I've watched the Olympics ever since I was little. I admire those who are called the best in their field.
The Olympics are full of esteemed people. But you never know. Any talent is hard to measure. The best shooter may just be a rifleman hunting for fun in some small state in Australia without taking part in a single competition.
I believe that if you are so good at something, you will nurture your talent and challenge the best. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a Cape Buffalo in front of me.
Yeah, speaking of Cape Buffalo, they are still right around here. And she's the one who I think is the prime suspect or candidate for the lion poaching. Although, I don't know if I could even... It is technically poaching, but it's not poaching for any reasons that I really would see other than, again, sport shooting. It's like, normally poaching, it's done for taking a resource or material from the animal to sell for profit. But when it comes to what we saw of the lions, I'm glad I got the tier 6, because... Again, I've got to find just a couple of feeding zones. I might as well also snag the drink zones, too. Okay, well, at least we're getting a lot of encyclopedia entries unlocked, so that'll help for knowing, what hunting tier the animals are at. Yeah, I'm just gonna circle this, keep snagging any extra need zones or drinking zones. And then we'll see about trying to find those Cape Buffalo feeding areas. My guess, we might even have one over where she is there. Oop. Oh, we also got Cape Buffalo over there. Well, that I think is... Yeah, it's further out, so not too worried about that. And the map, just any need zones. Okay, so there's no real direction for where they might be. I mean, I prefer to leave her go on her own, but if she does charge, I do gotta be ready with the rifle for it. Okay, good. She's running off on her own. I guess maybe when they're not with a herd, they're a little less likely to, go for the player. I'm not exactly sure... Oh. You're a very interesting coloration for a Cape Buffalo. Oh. And that might be a need zone there. Yeah, hopefully she goes running off too. And I can just go check that and see if it counts. Like, I know you're alerted. Just don't be bold and just go running off. Good, good girl. Off you go. Off you go. Okay. So, let's take a look at this little spot here. Because if this is what the need zones are, they might be a little hard to... Or the eat zones are. They might be a little hard to spot. Yeah, okay, that's one eating zone. Now, I don't think this is going to count as another. I think they have to be from two different herds. Yeah. Okay, but at least I know what I'm looking for. It's like these really little patches just down in the dirt. Right, trying to just put that away. Oh, that is the male that we heard earlier. And truth be told, he's probably actually a good sign to where another one of the need zones are. Oh. Or maybe we'll get lucky with this here. You know, actually, just so we don't scare him, in case he might be what we need for the objective, let's see what this says. There we go.
The rules are simple. Kill it with just one shot, piercing both lungs. Now, silence. God damn it! I will break this useless bow in half!
What happened?
I didn't get the shot. My arrow flew right over the animal. The buffalo is gone.
Did the buffalo move?
No, it didn't. It happens. All the time. I smoothly draw back on the arrow, coming to the full draw position. I feel my nose pressing against the string, and my sight is in a perfect position. Then I aim, but instead of confidently squeezing the trigger on my aid and hitting the bullseye, I freeze. And for a moment, I panic. I want to make the perfect shot. I don't want the animal to suffer. I don't want anyone to suffer because of me.
That eventually happens to every hunter who strives for perfection. There are two types of archers. Those who already suffer from target panic, and those who will.
What? Target panic? That's absurd. Honestly, I haven't laughed like this in ages. Your turn to shoot.
Okay, this is going to be tricky, because... Actually, hang on, do I have a way of calling... Oh, actually, calling in the animal might not work, because it has to be a double lung hit. But I think I have a call for the Cape Buffalo, or don't I? Maybe I don't. I have for the wildebeests, and I have for the Gemsbok and the kudu, but I don't have anything for a Cape Buffalo. So I need to try manually, well, stalking in and getting a good shot at the broadside. That's going to be tough. I think that male that was making calls is still around here. But trying to get the double lung shot is going to be a bit tricky. I think as long as I remember the center of mass over going for the heart, I should be able to get it. But I also will need the arrow to penetrate far enough, so I think I'd have to be within a closer distance too. Okay, that's probably it right there. Yeah, I mean, we can't actually see it, but it's registering in the binoculars where it is. Okay, you're alerted. Just want to go super low. I don't think he'll charge. Just gotta wait it out till he's calmed down. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze this in this episode, but we'll try. Yeah, okay, he's calmed down now. So now becomes the slow stalk of trying to crawl closer. This is easily the part of the game where I could use the practice, it's just... It takes a while to actually have anything happen doing this. So we just gotta crawl our way slowly closer. And I think I need to get... Well, I need to actually have visibility on him, so being in the grass and the bushes like where he is gonna make it tricky. But if I can at least get within, like... I guess it'd have to be the 50-meter mark. Because I'm trying to remember what the bow's ranging was. I think it's like 25 for the top pin, 50 for the middle, and 75 for the bottom. And with the penetration I need, I don't think I want to use the lowest pin. I'd probably want to go for middle or higher. Oh, he's actually coming in towards us. Or he was for a moment. Is he still? No, he's kind of moving back, but at least we have vision of where he is. The only thing I need from him is facing a better angle. Oh, apologies. Again, I'm powering through it, but there are signs that cold is there. Okay, so he's 60 out, so I'd like to get to the 50-meter mark. Ooh. Okay, says he's calm. It looks like he's staring at me, but I don't know. Oh, I really hope just like being as low as I can get. Yeah, he's getting in range for me. I just need him to turn to the left or the right. Oh, you are, but you're going into the bush where I'm not going to have... Ah, I should have been more specific. Oh. No, he keeps showing me his backside. Yeah, I think I just gotta wait for him to hopefully kind of work with us. Like, I need him to turn to the left a bit more. Then I would have a perfect broadside attempt at him. I want to be careful about moving because we are within 50 meters. And yeah, we can't raise up the sights to know what the distances are unless we're crouched. This is also where I kind of wish I knew what speed my movement was at. Because if I have it at the, like, super slow movement, I'd be able to try to get a little bit more to my left to maybe get a better angle. But I don't know if I'm, like... Okay, yeah, he picked us up. He's still calm, though. But yeah, I just keep seeing the backside of him. Like, he's keeping a watch of our direction, which makes sense with, like, the bit of noise we have been making. I just need him to give me that better angle. Oh, this might be it. Oh, just, come on, a little few steps away from that bush there. No, he's walking into it. I'm going to be able to use the top pin for sure if he keeps moving. Oh. Oh, again, it's almost like it's being programmed to just keep showing us the hind end of it. I know this video is going on a little while, but I'd rather squeeze it in with a longer episode today than delaying it till tomorrow. Still says it's calm. Come on, just go over to the left here. Just take a few steps here, stop, graze, and give me my chance. Because I don't know how easy it would be to get another setup like this if I do try taking this shot and messing up. Come on, turn to your left. Yeah, your head's going... There you go. Oh, no, but now it's coming straight at me again. Come on, just... God, it's such a tease, almost. Like, I know exactly... Ooh. Now I'm going to have to try taking it. I think that might have been it. I mean, I definitely don't have to worry about the ranging on that, but let's see. I think it was a double lung. Managed to... Okay, that's a very good sign. So we got between the bones. And it looks like from this, it did... Oof. It did get, like, with the biggest gap between, but it did count. So that is really good to see. Yeah, we'll just sell you off. You were only a 1-star trophy, but that should complete that.
I failed my shot as well.
Really?
I shot too early. Percy Nash is here with me, and he was patient enough to down the buffalo with 1 shot.
Ha! That's ridiculous. Percy can't even lift a bow with his tiny arms. Give him the phone.
I'm afraid his hands are too bloody at the moment. He's deep in the buffalo.
You're a terrible liar.
Well, at least that's done, but yeah, I kind of wish there was a way we could have forgone that. Okay, but I'm guessing we're going to have another mission come up somewhere soon. Actually, you know what? We'll fast travel back to the main lodge, end this episode here, and then see what the next goals are. Because I'm sure there's going to be something coming up with having those knocked off. But yeah, she's still my prime candidate for taking the gun and shooting the lions. But for now, we'll end this episode of Way of the Hunter, Tikamoon Plains right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you liked the video, you should give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.